Hi everybody, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make your garage door very quiet. I've got two tips for you. The first tip is going to be how to silence your rollers, and the second tip is going to be how to make your hinges very quiet. So this is Jay's how-to channel. I'm Jay, and let me grab my hat. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is test the garage door for its sound level. Here we are opening the garage door, and as you can see, it's averaging around 82 to 80 decibels on the sound level meter. And now we're going to close the garage door, and as you can see, it's a little bit quieter, but still pretty loud. 78 decibels, 79. Yeah, there we go. Okay, for safety purposes, let's unplug the garage door opener, and then let's start cleaning the track. You want to make sure you get all of the grease and debris out of the track. I'm using isopropyl alcohol and a rag to clean out the track, and this makes it so that if there's any debris in the track, it will rattle. So let's make sure we get this all cleaned out. Okay, let's move on to the trolley track. Again, I'm cleaning this up to remove any debris. Now you can lightly grease this if you want to, but I didn't think it was necessary. Okay, let's start with the upper right-hand corner roller and get this removed. And let's get this over to the workbench. Now, I bought these nylon rollers on Amazon. I've got a link in the description below. Now you can hear the difference between the factory wheels and the nylon wheels. Here's the secret tip that I'm going to teach you guys. Now I've got this double-sided tape, and I'm going to apply this to the roller rod. And now we're coming in with some heat shrink tubing. Again, I've got a link in the description for this heat shrink tubing. This will greatly reduce the amount of rattle in your garage door rollers. Now you're going to need a heat gun to apply this, and the heat will actually make the adhesive stick on the inside of the shrink tubing and adhere to the rod, and then, well, here you go. I'm just demonstrating this for you right now. This one rattles really bad. And this one does not rattle. It's so amazing. Okay, let's apply this to all of the rollers. Coming back to the upper right-hand corner, and we're going to reinstall this. And you want to make sure you check the other side to make sure the orientation's correct, and make sure that you've got everything exactly the way it is, well, mirrored the same way it is on the other side. I like to use a low torque device on these screws so that you don't strip them out, and then come back in with a ratchet wrench just to make sure that you get everything to the correct torque. Now for the hinges, let's take a permanent marker and outline where they go. Now draw an arrow pointing up to make sure you've got the proper orientation. Here we go, outlining all of the hinges. Okay, and now I'm demonstrating for you on the hinge for the roller. Make sure you clean up the track with a rag and some isopropyl alcohol. I suppose you could do this with the door up and hit it all at once. Oh, there's our postman. I can see him out the window. Again, using a low torque device, and then coming in with a ratchet wrench to make sure that they're hand tight. Okay, and then I'm going to replace all the rest of the rollers. Now, I'm not replacing the bottom rollers. They actually have spring tension on the cable that's attached, so don't remove the bottom rollers. If you need to remove the side rails, you can replace those rollers by removing the side rails and slide them in and out. But make sure that you have a qualified person if you're not feeling comfortable. But all these upper rollers are super easy. The box of rollers only came with 10 rollers in it, and my garage door has 12 rollers. Okay, on to tip number 2. I've got 4 hinges times 3. I need 12 pieces of foam. Now check the size, and you can see it's about the finger size. And let's go over to the workbench and make sure that we can get this the right size. Use foam or a pool noodle on your garage door hinges, and this will also make it super quiet. You can see I'm cutting these to finger width, and now cutting these up into 4 pieces. And then we're going to make 12 of them. Okay, let's get these over to the garage door. Now let's tuck this in behind the hinge, and that will also eliminate the rattles in the hinges. Here I'm using a pair of needle nose pliers, just kind of pulling this down. Yep, there you go. Now on these hinge points with the rollers, you can stick the pool noodle right between the roller and the hinge point, and that will also eliminate vibrations and noise. Again, here I am using needle nose pliers to pull this in between these 2 roller points. Okay, and now we're plugging this back in and we're getting ready for the test. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Almost 15 decibels less noise. That's amazing. And now we're going to close the door. Thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. Press that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this in the future.